Woo! Hey everyone, this is Darren from Crypto Daily Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia, from Vietnam. Good morning from Vietnam. So hopefully everybody in America, you guys having a wonderful morning, wakey. Get that coffee, get that Joe down you. So what's going on, guys? So we're seeing that the crypto markets are going down, down. So a lot of you are panicking. I can see that because when the markets are down, the views are down. It's just like you guys only watch YouTube and watch my videos when things are going up. So you guys need to keep watching all the time because you guys need to keep updated on what's going on. So we're going to jump into that. We're seeing that 72% of all Shiba Inu holders are in profit right now, so we're going to discuss that. We're also seeing that Binance has stopped all Dogecoin trading, not trading, but withdrawals. You can't withdraw Dogecoin off Binance. We're going to jump into why that's happening. So that's a bit of a Debbie Downer. If you got Dogecoin on Binance, you can't send it anywhere, so that's not really good. So we're going to talk about why that's happening. Has something to do with the network and some network errors, and even some of Dogecoin holders who sold before, they're getting Dogecoin debits now on Binance, so that's kind of weird stuff, huh? So we're going to jump into that. We're going to look at the technicals of both Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and we have a critical support level 26 that Dogecoin needs to stay above, and if that's not going to happen, then it's going to be a huge crashy-washy. We could be seeing some not so good things for Dogecoin if it can't stay above the 26 cent support level. So we're going to jump into that. We'll talk about the fear and greed. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to go and smash the likes and show some love for the OG. Smash the likes. Go in a like for the OG. Smash the likes. Go down there, smash the likes, subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. That's a trifecta, right? That tells the algorithm that you love the channel. You gotta like, you gotta subscribe, you gotta comment, guys. And if you're watching in the live stream, you got a question for me, don't forget to give a super chat. That'll get my attention, and we'll be able to get to your question, okay, guys? Because there's so many chats going on, we're gonna miss it. So also, even if you don't have a question, you want to give a super sticker, show some support. We love it. So right now we're seeing that here's why Dogecoin withdrawals are frozen on Binance. So Dogecoin withdrawals have been frozen on the leading crypto exchange Binance. The freeze has led investors to question exchange motives, but it would seem that there was a move that was made out of necessity. So it's not the first time that Dogecoin investors are having problems with exchanges. This happened before with Robinhood. Remember, at the height of Dogecoin rally had been sequentially resolved. So we saw that people couldn't trade when we had this huge big rally back in May, right? So freezing the withdrawals. Binance announced that the withdrawal freeze on its blog post. So that's also not a good way for Binance to communicate. If you hold Dogecoin, an email would have been better because not everybody's reading a blog post, right? Come on, guys. Binance, if you're listening, I think if you're going to have outages like that, just send an email to all the Binance users. That's what I would do. Just send it to everybody, and those that have Dogecoin will read it. Those that don't will ignore. So I think that's really important that you guys understand that. So on Thursday, it attributed to the reason to issue it encountered on the Doge network following an upgrade. The issues have, however, had an adverse effect on the users of cryptocurrency exchanges. In addition, not being able to withdraw Doge from the platform, it seems that some users have been notified of a Doge debt, guys. So, and that's not pretty good. And that's another reason why we're seeing Dogecoin going down, because as you guys know, Binance is a huge exchange, and particularly the non-US Binance. We're talking lots of people holding Doge. I mean, I got my Doge on Binance as well. So one user took to Reddit on outlining the problems that they had encountered with Binance. Apparently, Dogecoin withdrawals had been initiated on their accounts to various other wallets, but these transactions were not carried out by them. So it seems that some nefarious transactions were also carried out. Maybe it was an exchange, a Doge network problem. So I think they're still looking into it. So, the Dogecoin devs are addressing the issue. Although this has only recently become a problem for the crypto exchanges, it would seem that there had been a problem for quite some time. The Twitter account of developers behind Doge took the platform to explain their side of matter, pointing out that the problem may have arisen from Binance not following their instructions. So, and that's what it's saying. So it says, and this is the tweet from the developers. It says, correct handling to cancel transaction is to spend to be canceled transaction inputs to a different transaction, which invalidates the first. So for many other providers with concerns about stagnant, invalid transactions, we recommend stopping the nodes, removing the metapool data file just in case, and then start the node again. So it seems that there was a node problem, the upgrades on the node. So it's kind of it's kind of iffy. Everybody's pointing the fingers at everybody. So somebody dropped the ball. Somebody was snoozing at the helm on this one. So that's why we're seeing that Dogecoin primarily is going down right now, because Binance has an outage. You can't withdraw your Dogecoin. So what you'd have to do if you're a Binance holder and you want to cash out, take your Doge, sell it with USTD pair, and then withdraw the USTD. That's what you can do, guys. So that's the only way to do it. So another news is it looks like 72% of all Shiba Inu holders are in profit. So if you're holding Shiba Inu, that's pretty good news, right? So despite the meme coin Shiba Inu is experiencing heightened price volatility, we're seeing that Shiba Inu has been going down. According to the data, most of Shiba Inu holders are now in profit. So that's pretty good. Holders making money at the current price is about 72%, a break even 10%, and 17% out of money, guys. So it says concentration by large hold is 78%. So that's a little bit scary. Could be a little bit more centralized than we thought, guys. Remember, 51% of all the Shiba Inu right now is been transferred to a burn wallet. So hopefully those tokens will get burned and then reduce the supply. So far they haven't been burned. They've just been sent to a burn wallet, aka burn wallet. We don't know if they're going to be burned or not. All right. So some other stuff is coming in. Plan B says 98K is definitely coming in. Not Plan B. Bitcoin Archive says, Plan B is 98K. Bitcoin price target for the end of November is on track. Plenty of time. But Plan B, he has revised his target for the end of the year, and he's saying that his new target for the end of the year is 100,000. So we may or may not come to 98,000 by the end of November. That could happen by December. So just keep an eye on things. I think we should be able to break past $71,000 for Bitcoin in the house, guys. So I wouldn't panic too much. I know things are looking pretty down right now. So the other thing is, it looks like we're probably more likely to get an ETF spot, Ethereum ETF spot, ETF approved by the SEC rather than Bitcoin. So it looks like we could see an Ethereum futures ETF, which is based on spot, right? And that could happen before the Bitcoin one that was supposed to happen by Van Eck, but the SEC said, you're out of there. You're out of there. And Gary Gensler, this is the alien. Stop being so difficult. Stop being so difficult, Gary Gensler. So we're saying that, we could see, once again, Ethereum ETF spot coming out sooner than later. Fear and greed right now is still at 72. It's been pretty much the same all day right now. And if you look at the total market cap in the house, let me just give this a minty refresh. Make sure we got all the updated data for you guys out there. Let me just change that to the logarithmic chart here. Here we go. So right now the market cap is at 2.90. It's gone up a little bit. The dominance has come down just slightly, about a tenth of a percent. And the volumes are light because this is a long weekend, guys, for a lot of people. So a lot of people just not looking at their PCs. Not really worrying about their portfolio too much, not so much trading going on right now. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly right now. This is a Bitfinex weekly, and you can see the yellow line. This is a 21-day EMA, so we're still very bullish. We got 1 day and 10 hours left on this Bitcoin chart, and right now we're at 64,155. So it's picked up a little bit from my previous video, so that's not too bad in the house. So right now we're seeing that on the Binance 4-hour chart, we're at 64,430. So you can see these prices are slightly different, guys. This is slightly lower, this is slightly higher. So remember, different exchanges have different slippage rates, so that's why you see different prices on the exchanges. And we're just above, we had this giant bull flag, and I said that we have some support around 64,000, and it looks like we're above that now. So it looks like we could maybe retest the $65,000 level. So hopefully Bitcoin's going to start painting some green, and we should start retesting $65,000 level. We're still up slightly, only almost 1%, pretty close to 1%. So that's not too bad, not too shabby in the house, guys. And a Dogecoin that's coming up later. Ethereum is also coming back right now, and it's trading at 4,656. And we just had this beautiful little green candle. It's almost like a 1% on the 4-hour. This is on the Binance 4-hour, just in case you're wondering. So we're still pretty much inside my trend line. So this is pretty good. And if this continues, that's looking peachy keen, guys. So this trend line will take us up all the way up to around about $8,000 by the end of the year. And the lower side is around 68, and the mid of this trend about 7,200. So it's still looking pretty good for Ethereum right now in the house. So overall, I'm pretty positive about that. You should be positive about that. So we're screaming away, and we're still in this trend line. So that's very positive. Very positive indeed. Let's take a look at the Doge right now. So Doge is also doing very good. It's coming back. It's at 25.87, and we got to get ourselves above this 26 cent level. This is really key. If not, then we're going to break down to around about the 23 cent level. So keep an eye on that. Hopefully Doge will do its thing, and Doge will get back inside that channel line. Come on, Doge, get back in that channel line. We really need you to get moving on up. Moving on up. Even Haley wants the Doge to get moving on up. So just keep an eye on that. We need to keep above that support line of 26 cents. So let's just take a look at Shiba Inu in the house. Let me just fix this chart up for you. So right now, Shiba Inu, it's still down 1.1%, but it's starting to come back a little bit, and we're well above my descending trend line there. So that's looking pretty peachy keen. Let me just make that a little bit bigger so you guys can see that. So we're actually painting a green candle. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going sideways. So hopefully we can retest this 5, 4, and 8, 8 level. So that'd be really cool, guys. I'm very happy if we can see that. Once again, if we go back below this trend line here, then we could signal or break down below 42. And worst case scenario, we could see ourselves going as low as 33 cents here, guys. We don't want that to happen. You don't want it to happen. ADA is pretty much going sideways. It's at $2 and $2.04, so $2.04. Boring. ADA is getting on my nerves right now. And it looks like Solana right now is trying to break out past this resistance line that I painted yesterday, and it's just below there. It's at $2.32. So looks like the markets are starting to pick up. Coins are starting to go up. Even though there's not so much volume, the price action is actually looking a little bit more favorable, looking a little bit more positive, guys. So that's overall, it's a good thing right now. So let's take a look at the markets in the house. They just refreshed. So Bitcoin is back above 64,117, and that's almost neutral right now. So we're still up for 7 days, 5.65%. Ethereum is at 4,659, so that's looking pretty good, and we're up almost 1%, 6% for the week. BNB is up 3.23%, and that's up, and that's at $637. So BNB is looking pretty strong, pretty healthy, and that's at up 5% for 7 days, guys. So this weekend's been pretty quiet for news. Other than the, bits and pieces here. So Solana is also coming back. It's up almost 2% at $232. We're still down 4% over the week, guys. ADA is boring. It's up 4% for the week, and it's at 0.37. DOT in the house is down 1.11%, and that's at $45.43. Doge is roaring back, guys, roaring back. It's still in positive territory, and it's just about to break past at 26 cents, and that's so important that we stay above there. And it's at 25.9869, so let's call it 26 cents, and it's almost neutral. It's up for the week. Right now, we're seeing Shiba Inu is down for the week 11%, and right now it's at 1.97%. Remember, this video is not financial advice. This is the OG in the house expressing his opinions. Remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Do your own risk management, do your own homework, guys. So this might be a good chance to pick up some Shiba Inu. You may want to consider that dollar cost average into that. And we're seeing that Avalanche is going up as well, so that's pretty good. We're seeing that the Litecoin is doing very, very well. Link is up for the week, but it's slightly down today. Algorand is up for the week, but slightly down again today. Matic is coming back, so it's still down for the week. VET is down slightly, but it's still up over the week. So, there's some good buys out there. Mana is still doing very strong, doing very well, guys. So with that said, guys, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter. We got 3,069 followers, and I really would appreciate it. Go down there, smash the likes, subscribe, YB in the house. You know you want it, I want it. Get it, and don't forget to make a comment, guys. Don't forget to check out my linky links down below. Buy the channel a coffee, become a Patreon member. Don't forget to check out the merch, guys. We've got the Mug to Mug, the infamous Mug to Mug. Get the Mug to Mug. We've also got the Bear to Bear, new product, guys. Check out the Bear and be good for your kids for Christmas. And of course, we've got t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. And with that being said, guys, don't forget to go to my wife's channel, Zen Music in House. Happy happy wifey, happy life. And I just want to say, don't forget to go back and watch all the other previous videos. Now what we're going to do, and you're going to love it. I'm going to love it. God bless each and every one of you. This is a great time to be alive. Crypto revolution, you know. Woo! God bless each and every one. This is Ric Flair of Crypto in-house. Woo! And Alien says, woo, too, guys. I'll see you in the next one. God bless us. See you tomorrow morning, Vietnam time. Have a great one. God bless you all.